Hello, everyone. I am Teacher Neo, and I help you with your English language learning by doing different vlogs and teaching tips and things like that to help you with your learning. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about my past. How can you learn from my past? Well, you can take this video and you can listen to the words that I say. You can pause the video and say them after me. You can replay the video and listen again. You can use this as like a podcast as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I had a viewer ask me if I can talk about my past, basically like when I was in high school. So let's talk about high school. I went to high school from 1992 to 1995. And my freshman year, which is the first year in high school, I had just turned 14 years old. So I was 14 years old and I was 120 pounds and I had braces. Braces are what you get put on your teeth to straighten your teeth. I had very crooked teeth and I needed braces. So I had a lot of silver in my smile. My freshman year, which we also call it ninth grade, was actually my favorite year. I don't know. It was my favorite year in high school because we got to meet new people. My high school consisted of students that went to this elementary school and this elementary school. And we got combined. And so it was fun because there were different people and not just the same people I went to school with for the last 2 or 3 years. So while I was a freshman, I had some friends and we hung out. My favorite class was forensics. I did forensics all 4 years. What is forensics? Sometimes we hear of forensics as a detective, learning what happened at a murder site or something like that. This is different. Forensics is acting. And not just acting, but reading prose and poetry, but really kind of putting out a different voice for each thing. So for me, I did acting. I did IDA, which is, oh goodness, I gotta remember what it is. I know, impromptu duet acting. So duet is with 2 people. So with an IDA, you don't get to prepare for anything. When you get there, you are given slips of paper basically telling you who the characters are and what their role is and where this is taking place, and then you make up the duet act. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it. The other thing that I did was a solo. Basically, it was just me. For my senior year, I did a solo. I chose the solo out of a script of a play, and it was 3 characters, and I was all 3 characters. So I had to change my mood and my personality for all 3 characters, and that solo took me to state, meaning that I did a great job. They really enjoyed my solo. So that was kind of a neat achievement for the end of my high school year. But my freshman year, I made a lot of different friends, and I was actually asked out on a date to go to a dance, one of the high school dances. I loved the high school dances. I love dancing. So I love acting and I love dancing. And so therefore, I went to this dance with him and I had a lot of fun. Other things, my sophomore year, which was 10th grade, I had to miss the first day of school, and I was so sad about that. The reason why I was sad about that was because I had an appointment to take my braces off. I was excited to take the braces off, but I was sad that I had to miss the first day of school. I really did love school, so I enjoyed it. I'm a very social person, so I enjoyed being at school and socializing. I did forensics. I also, for my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I was in all of the plays. I was like Sneezy in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm sure you have heard of that. So I had to sneeze a lot. Achoo! I was in the musicals that we had because I was in choir because I love to sing as well. Those were some of the neat things that I really enjoyed. I was also in FFA, which is Future Farmers of America. And the agriculture class that I was in, I had to memorize all of the tools that are used. So at one time I knew all the tools and what they were used for. We also had field trips to go and judge. We had to judge cattle on whether they were good cattle or not. Cows, bulls, even plants, wheat, Milo, things like that. Let's see, what else? Along with my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I played tennis. So I was on the tennis team. I did try track. That was not my favorite. I don't like to run. So I was in the PE classes. Oh, and I was in a photography class too. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah. So those were some of the things that I did in high school. One of my favorite high school teachers was Mr. Adams. I was in his math class. I was never very good at math, but I was in his math class. There were only 6 of us in there, and he worked with me to make sure that I understood math, and I started learning it, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. So because he took the time to help me understand it in a different way that would help me, I really liked having him as a teacher. Another favorite teacher of mine was Mrs. Clark, and I actually met her for the first time because I had detention, and that was the last day of my freshman year. And this girl, the reason why I had detention, which is where you have to stay after school because you got in trouble. So I was on this bus, and this girl who was my friend, but we stopped talking. She decided to sit next to me on the bus when there were 3 other seats around me. And I did not want her there. So I pushed her out of the seat. I should not have done that. But I pushed her out of the seat. And then she got up and started grabbing for my hair and everything. And I'm like trying to keep her off of me, like putting my feet up and my arms up to keep her off of me. We both got in trouble. So I had detention, and I had to go see Mrs. Clark. I was told by several people that she was not a nice teacher at all, and it made me scared. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there, but I went. She was the biology teacher, and she had me help by cleaning some petri dishes and, whatever. And she was actually really nice. At least she was nice to me. I really liked her. And so I took biology the next year under her, and I really enjoyed her class. And then in her class, I worked for all the extra credit that I could. And so to get extra credit, I had to memorize all the muscles in the body and all the bones in the body. Another thing to get extra credit was to bring crickets to the classroom, live crickets. So I can't remember, it was maybe one credit per cricket or something like that. I don't remember. But the crickets were to feed the snakes and rats or whatever. I don't know what all there were, but for sure the snakes that were in there. So I really enjoyed that. Let's see, what else did I do in high school? I just hung out with friends a lot, and that's when I got to start driving. I was actually 15 when I got my driver's license, so my sophomore year, and I got to start driving. I had a pickup truck. It was red and white. And what else? We went to a lot of games, the football games. I went to the basketball games. Yeah. So it was just a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed meeting new people, making new friends, and yeah, I was a proctor in the office even. I enjoyed working in the office. That was fun too. So, all right. Well, I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to stop this video here, and I hope you learned some past tense words. Let me know in the comments what words you learned. And also be sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. I am working on getting up to 100,000 subscribers. So if you can help out by sharing out my videos and telling other people to come and subscribe, that would be great. And soon, hopefully soon, I plan on doing some live videos once a month maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. And the other thing is I do have memberships. So I have videos already on for members. So go check that out. And I will be making new videos like teaching tips and everything for members. So be sure to go check that out. It is super cheap. So, all right. I'm going to get off of here, and I hope you enjoyed learning about my past high school years. Bye.